Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and today I'm going to be doing a review on one of my students' wigs from one of my wig making classes. Yes, I have been teaching wig making for over 10 years now, and if you follow me on social media, you will see I've traveled the whole entire world teaching my technique of wig making using a sewing machine. I thought it was a great idea, especially during this time. I felt like it would be a great exposure for me to, purchase these wigs and give my honest review on their wig. I'm also going to be doing this application on this wig using the Bow Hold Active and the Bow Hold Liquid Gold. What I did was I did glue on one side and the liquid gold on the other side, which is a glueless product, so I can show you guys the difference. And I thought it was a great idea to do it using this particular wig because the wig that she made had a Swiss lace. So if you all are not familiar with the Swiss lace and the HD lace is thinner, Swiss lace is thicker, it lasts longer, but sometimes it can be a little hard to kind of camouflage. So I thought it was a good idea to, do these two together and give you guys a better look at, an end result. Okay, so my first wig that I have purchased with my own money, that's what I always hear people say on YouTube, from one of my students, Chandra and Rashina, Duo Divas. Yes, and I am ready. Okay, so let's see this wig. I sent her all of my information, and what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna review it like I said. Let's try it on and see how she looks on me. It has a Swiss lace, which I love Swiss lace because it lasts longer. I'm gonna have to tint the lace. And it feels like, oh yes, it's made for glueless. So it could be either glued or glueless. But the one thing that you have to watch is you have to make sure that being that it is made for glueless, a lot of times glueless wigs, you have to make sure you know what you're asking for when you order wigs. Because if you ask for glueless, a lot of times it will angle back right here and some of your area will be in front of the actual hairline. So that means you wouldn't be able to glue that down. If I did try to force it and glue it down, it would slide back. So you guys need to check that on your. It looks good. I feel like I want to do something though with the color. I want to tone it a little bit more for my skin tone. But other than that, I think she did a good job. The fit is amazing. It fits so good. Let's look at the inside of the wig. It is beautiful, well stitched. It's on the dome cap. She has her labeling in there. And the wig, it fits amazing. She was one of my students from some years ago. I believe it was 2015. She's also helped me with several of my classes of teaching the wig making. I'll put that information below. But she did an amazing job. The hairline came lightly. She lightly did the hairline for me, so I really don't have to do anything to the hairline if I didn't want to. Like, it's already done for me. If I wanted to go in and do a little bit more, I could. But there's a part, I'll probably wear it like that, so I don't need to do a whole lot. I like my Swiss laces. I really don't like to do a lot to my Swiss lace wigs because I like for them to last a long time, so I don't do a whole lot of tweezing on them. But the fit is amazing. So I just had a few things that I kind of like wanted to review with her and give her some pointers to help her with her future orders. And then at the end, I'm gonna go ahead and put the wig on. Okay guys, so I want you to take a look at her website. The website looks amazing. Okay, her website looks amazing. I felt like it was real easy to maneuver through the website to find what you needed, and so that is one of the reasons why I chose her. I was just blown with the website. Hey Hey Chandra, how are you?
Good. How are you doing, Tamika?
Good. I just want to thank you for getting me this wig. You got it to me so fast.
Thank you. That's what we try to do, baby.
And I love it. I love how it fits the hair. Is it raw hair?
It's not. It's actually virgin hair.
It's virgin hair. It feel like raw hair. I was just really
I like
convinced.
It has like a little texture to it.
Yeah, it got a little texture to it. I was like, hold on, I know this is raw hair, but let me ask her to be sure. Okay, so I just wanted to, go over a few things because I had picked so many people to try to, I just wanted to show people what I do with my students. I try to further, help you guys as much as I can. And right now, I think a lot of people are not able to go to salons, so I'm just trying to see if I can assist you guys any further with helping you either retain or gain more customers. So I was like, well, let me just purchase some wigs from them and see how this could go. So I got my wig. You got it to me in a week.
Yes.
Like super fast. And I think I only sent you one measurement.
Yes.
And it actually fits me really, really good. The only thing is the color. I feel like the color is a little too much for my skin tone, so I'm gonna have to tone it. The packaging, I want you to have some more packaging, and I'm gonna give you a packaging vendor. Okay, so those are the only two things that I saw that I feel like you need to like work on, because your website looks amazing, and I felt like you kind of like got it to me because I was like, can you give me a wig? Can you give me a wig? When can you get it? I'm just going to pay for it, whatever. I felt like you kind of like just got it to me. I feel like if you would have had more time, you probably would have focused on the color.
Yeah.
Going with my skin tone, but you allowed me to rush you. And that can happen to everybody, a lot of people, especially with people that you know and you familiar with. Even if they're an old client, don't ever let them rush you.
Okay.
Ever. I don't even care. Even if you can get it to them fast, make sure that you've allotted enough time to follow all of your protocol to make sure, everything is lined up. I didn't make any special requirements because I just wanted to see, how you was going to, kind of like fall through and everything.
Straight into the trap.
Yep. Straight into the trap. So
I can't help it. It's just, our love for our clients. So we just try to make sure we get it out to them as quick as possible. But that definitely makes sense.
Yeah. So just have you a checklist and kind of like make sure you just follow protocol so that you can get everything down to a T. You won't always be perfect, but
right.
I just wanted to make sure I gave you some type of feedback, and that was the only thing that I found. So other than that, everything else is amazing, and I'm about to put it on for my my YouTube.
Okay. Yay! Thank you so much. I just want to say thank you for this opportunity. Thank you for always thinking about us. My business partner, best friend, is not here with me right now, but I know that she will be more than, excited and ecstatic about what you did for us, and we greatly appreciate you for always thinking of the Duo Divas.
Oh, thank you.
And always being so honest.
I tried.
It don't even matter. Just let me know.
All right. I try to do my best because that's what I be wanting in return. So, hey.
Yeah.
Okay, so this is the hair before. Okay, so I'm using Shades EQ. I'm using 9T, 9VRO, and 9V. Okay, so I did 1 ounce of the 9V, and I did 0.5 of the 9T and 0.5 of the 9NVRO. It's always a good idea if you're doing something for the first time to do a strand test. Pick an area like in the back. You don't have to pick a big piece like I did. I'm just showing you an example of a strand test. You want to go ahead and put that on, allow it to process. It usually takes about 20 to 25 minutes to get, a shade, and then you'll be able to see if you want to work with that. Okay, so those colors cooled down, and now I'm going to go in and I'll tweeze it some, not much, just to make it look natural. All right, everything is good. Now I need to tint the lace. Okay, so I'm going to use my Caramel Lace Tint by Boho. I'm going to spray it several times. You can let it dry in between until it gets to your proper shade. Okay guys, so you know I like to cut my lace before I put it on. It's just easier for me, and I'm just making sure that the lace is really close to my skin tone and combing those hairs out of the way to make it easy for me to apply. Okay, so I'm using Swiss lace, so it's important that I get the lace to match as close as possible. Okay, so I'm gonna curl it. I'm using a wand by Paul Mitchell. Nothing very tight, just some very loose curls. And I think that's pretty much all I need. I don't want it to be too tight, so here is the end result. Okay guys, so when it comes to tones are gonna be a matter of what you like, what your eye sees, because someone can look at a tone and say I love it. You'll have 50 other people saying I hate it, or you know, or either they just rather another tone. So it's more or less what you like and what your eye likes. So that's why I went ahead and did the shade that we have here. Okay, so now I'm going to go ahead and put the unit on. I really like the tone. It's cool. I prefer cool tone, so that's why I did it. I think I've worn like some warmer tones, and people are like, I love the warm tones, but a lot of times when it comes to picking color, like I was taught in school, you know, a lot of times they'll say like, what do you see? Like, or even when you're dealing with a customer, you'll say, well, what color do you like? So that's more or less what I went for, you know, a color that I like. And I think it'll be a great idea if I would probably ask her to put, you know, different shades of what she offers, and I think that'll give, you know, customers something to choose from. Okay, so let's look at it. I did a minor tweezing. I didn't tweeze it too much. A lot of times when I get when I'm working with a okay, so let's put the unit on and see what we're gonna do. A lot of times in the past, when I've done like Swiss lace, I've always preferred glue, because I felt like when you glue down the Swiss lace, because Swiss lace is thicker, when you glue it down, like it melts so easy. So I think for the video, I think I'm gonna do one side glueless with the Glueless product, and then I'll do the other side with glue, and then we'll kind of compare it. So I did not mold the hair out of the way, so I'm gonna do that right now. I could have did this on a mannequin. I'll just do it here with the hairspray, any hairspray. Okay, so let's zoom in so I can show you guys something. So when I requested the unit, I didn't do a lot of specifications. So I know that I wanted to use my Glueless product. Once I received the unit, I saw that I didn't even request whether HD, I didn't do anything. I kind of just wanted to, you know, do an order and just see what, you know, how it went if I wasn't like being specific. So I did get this is a Swiss lace, which I don't mind Swiss lace. Swiss lace lasts longer. I was not specific on purpose. I just wanted to see what I would get and how, you know, she would do, so that I can give her like some tips. So I have everything matching, and I had it done for Glueless, but I was gonna use, you know, one of the Glueless products from our Boho brand. I do know that a lot of times when you do get a Glueless unit, most times the frontal kind of angles back. So sometimes, depending on how it's made, it will be very close to your hairline, like on the corners. So sometimes, guys, you gotta be really specific. If you're gonna use glue with a Glueless unit, or even using a glue product, make sure that you understand you're not going to be able to pull this too much forward, because it was made for Glueless. Okay, so it's sitting right there on my hairline, so I can't maneuver it forward. Okay, so this can have the bands on it and it will hold it down, but just note that it will be super close to your hairline. And if you have a unit like that, guys, and you try to glue that down, it will shift back. So when I do this specific unit, like I said earlier, I'm just going to I'm gonna glue one side and then I'll do the glueless on the other side so that we can kind of see, and then I'm gonna have to carve out these tabs. Okay, so I'm gonna clean the skin with alcohol. If you have issues with alcohol, you can use witch hazel or you can use just plain soapy water. Okay, so now I'm gonna go in with my Skin Protect. I could do several layers. Never use any type of hair replacement products without Skin Protect, guys. Okay, so now I'm going to use my Boho Active. I'm going to actually do that on one side. I'm going to use my finger. I really feel like when I use my finger, I get a better hold. I feel like I get the glue flatter. I don't know if it's in my head, but I really think it does better. I've been doing it like that for 20 years. I feel like the glue is really, really flat. It's just up to you. Just do whatever you have to do to get it flat and thin, guys. And then I just clean my sticky finger with some alcohol. Now, I'm not going to use a blow dryer to let it dry because it dries fast, guys. If you make them thin, it'll dry fast. Doing a second coat, making it really, really thin. Always clean your glue nozzle off, guys, because if you don't, it's gonna pop off. Okay, so for demo purposes, I'm gonna do the other side with the liquid gold. I'm gonna use a glider, guys. You can get these on our website now and you can fill them or you can buy them already filled. It's totally up to you. It's a good thing to have to carry with you on the go, or you can, bundle these with wig sales. It's just up to you how you want to work with it, but it does make it easier for yourself and your client to use these little gliders to, keep the unit up or just to apply. You saw me dry that. I just dry it just a little bit with warm air, and then I'm gonna lay it down because the other side was ready. Once I lay it down, I'm gonna try not to touch it so much, guys, especially because you don't want to cause any, stickiness with touching it. It can turn it white, even with the glue, guys. So just lay it and kind of, dry it along the way. That's what I'm doing with the liquid gold. I'm drying it as I go. You can use your rat tail comb to make it easier for you. It's totally up to you. Now I'll lay this side down. I don't have to do a lot on that side with the glue. It's just gonna go on. And I'm really, really close to my edge because this was originally a glueless that kind of winged back a little bit. Now, when it comes to construction, you can construct these wigs so many different ways. You can construct a unit to be glueless where it will give you a little bit more coverage. It just depends on how you order that wig unit and what you communicate with the wig maker. Okay, so now I have it all down and I'm going to cut out the sides around my ear. It's best to part it and then cut it. Don't just cut into it because you're going to end up with short hairs around that ear area. Just so you know, guys, I know I've said it in several videos, but the more you keep glue away from hair, the longer it's gonna last. So if the more you put glue onto the skin, you saw that was like really close to my hairline, super close, like on top of my hairline. It's gonna last longer if you get it away from hair. Hair has follicles, so those follicles are producing sebum. Sebum is oil. Oil makes glue lift. Okay, just so you know. So if you get a unit like this, sometimes it's best to just go ahead and go with a band or whatever, you know, for glueless, and then you can kind of like, you know, melt everything else with either glue that's going to be on the skin, or either you can melt this lace with, you know, our glueless bowl hole. Okay, so I'm gonna do some light baby hair, not anything heavy, just a little light around the hairline. Okay, so normally if I'm doing like a HD lace, like I really don't tie it down, but that's totally up to you. It does help with the melt. I am wearing a Swiss lace right now, so I am going to tie it down. So you can allow that to settle maybe like 10 to 15 minutes, or you can kind of like tie your hair down, style the back of your hair, and what happens is it pushes the lace down into the product and it creates the melt. So I feel like from this side, which is glue, this side, which is the liquid gold, I feel like they look similar. They look the same. I'm looking in my mirror here. You can kind of like tell me down below, like, what do you think? Like, do you think they look the same? The hold is the same. It's just a matter of you choosing which is best for you and your lifestyle. Like, some people need the glue to last longer because they don't want to deal with putting their hair on every couple days or even every day. Like, some people don't mind using a glueless product, which is great as well, because some people don't like sleeping in their wigs, but they want a product that's going to create a melt. So that's why, you know, some people do like to use some type of product that's gonna, you know, help create the melt. Okay, so let me give you, like, look at how tight, like, get up on it, baby. Look how tight that is. Like, it's so tight. It's so tight. This is glue. Look at that. It's holding like glue. But you can take it off daily. Like, that is the nice thing about glueless. Some people need glue because they don't want to be bothered with taking it on and off. And that's fine. So we tried to make sure that we made options for everybody. Okay guys, so I really love this wig. I love how the hair feels. She did an amazing job. She got the wig to me in a timely manner. I've always told my students at least give themselves 7 to 14 business days on custom wigs. She did it less than 7. I think she was just really excited. So the construction of the wig was amazing. It fits amazing. And I really am excited about doing more wig reviews for my students. Thank you for watching. Make sure you subscribe, comment below, and like this video.